players.
Jumper from Yudu Gang, Resurgence, another small boy. We have Team No Recall with Simbi and Maisel for Dingo. But look at that, double digit, all of them having the similar damage set for Jumper. Look at that, almost hitting 5k, having the most damage overall. But this is a fight part we are not that unfamiliar with. Kind of almost the same as yesterday, but the fight was skewed mostly to the southern side of the map. We're cutting across castle down to maybe ended up on the outskirts of Hot Springs even. But yep, those. Oh my goodness, why?
Okay. This is arguably the most evil circle we have seen so far in the grand finals. It's just so evil. Whatever I said about the bridges just now, it could possibly happen.
This is just this is beyond evil. It is the grand finals, guys, and the circle is just have to be hard for the players here, especially those who are dropping around on the west side of the map. We're talking about Bigatron having a long journey to go, but as long as they have vehicle, it's gonna be a-okay. But this circle probably will end up around Sim Factor or even push Kova at this point. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
not really happy with this.
Well, I'm liking this at least. So just look at the circle. It even goes out of the border there. That's how evil this circle is. Like, yeah, we're gonna give you water, and then we're not going to give you anything at all. And there you go. So pretty much 60% of left, 40% have been taken out by water and nothing else. So there you go. Lots of challenges for the teams to actually hit onto the eastern side of the map. Bridge camping could possibly happen. We'll need to wait and see later on, but it's going to be a big challenge. So rotation for these teams, either they can still go for the bridges, can still go for it, or they may consider going through the waters. But then again, the risk is there as well. We've seen how last Survivor, they tried to go through the waters, but it wasn't a good start for them.
Geek Fam, on the other hand, they are one of the best teams out there when it comes to 3 weeks long tournament, but just happen to lost their way now. They don't have any chicken. They don't have that much point in terms of getting position. Also, never get that much kill as well. They kind of lost the direction here. While Bigatron, this is one of the most comfortable map they have in their hands today. Probably will be the last Vikendi, and obviously will be the last Vikendi. Hopefully they can just rack up their points to give it a gap between last survivor and themselves. Right now it's just 6 points of a difference, and if they get one more point, that kind of give them a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. We cannot say too much because there's still two more games to go. Erangel and Miramar. When it comes to Erangel, Last Survivor really have in their back there mostly, but we can never know because we're down to three more games, including this one. Everybody is really pushing up all their A game here.
Yeah, absolutely. Only three games there. Now we keep mentioning three games, right? It really feels like it's just so little more points to get out of three games. So how do these teams maximize those points? We must remember that the distribution of points is still there because a lot of teams are still hungry for this. Even for Bapa, you can see they're still hungry to at least clinch themselves a chicken dinner, at least to walk away with this grand finals with something that they can be proud of. So it's not going to be easy for any of these teams. Everyone wants something for themselves.
Nobody said it's going to be easy in the first place. We're talking about all the top tier teams in Malaysia, the best of the best. But who will get the king title among the best here? Net brother, Yudu Gang, none of them will having any contenders or any contest. They can just peacefully get their loot here. For Yudu Gang, they are dropping around Milna. Those actually in the middle of a circle have to think twice about staying too far inside of the circle way too long. We're talking about, when it comes to getting yourself the circle right smack in the middle in the first phase, usually ended up you not being there in the last phase because there's too many teams squeezing themselves into that circle every angle possible. We do see a couple of shots here at initiation axis MPX versus, if I'm not mistaken, that was Resurgence just now. Maybe just, preemptive shots, pre-fires they're shooting out, making sure they're saying hello for now. But Chick will toss that smoke and making sure he can get away from here. That Molotov already been tossed on the side of Iron Pro. Didn't get that one right. The vehicle actually covering it up. Iron Pro making sure that explosion knocked down Chick. Will he go advance and finish things off here? He's not sure himself. Kind of hesitant because he doesn't have that much level of best. While the rest of Axis, on the other hand, will force to actually build that one out. They will neglect their teammate here, build the ship, while Omen and Appy are the only two members left for Axis MPX.
Oh man, again, Axis MPX starting off with only 2 team members. Chick and Ikuda, they have been sent back to the lobby, unfortunately. So Oman and Appy, they will need to continue on this journey, just the two of them. It will be a duo for Axis MPX till the end for this round. Now, we do see here they're trying to get a good rotation here. They need to be careful because they don't have the numbers on their side. You don't want to bump into other teams who could outnumber you easily. So there you go. So Expert MY, they are trying to make a little bit of rotation, leaving Romeo behind to find his Juliet. So he will have the entire compound to continue on looting. While we look at the kill feed here, looks like the Dingoes, they are taking out FV. Grim have been sent back to the lobby, it seems. And now FV, they've been hunted down by the Dingoes.
Just now we hovering around Pavosa, but around Team Secret here, they are playing at the at the rim of the circle, just at the edge of it, to be sure they actually won't be pressured by the blue. But hovering around is Tara, one of the most highest killers out there as well. X-Arm, and if I'm not mistaken, Lynx is also the one that they should look out for. But the survivor, Moss Goku happened to crash in where somebody else already taken out this compound for themselves. None of them Team Secret. This is not doing great for them. We're talking about Last Survivor really close, getting that top 3. So now they taking a backtrack for a bit and going for a further alternative way, which is going up a different direction entirely. NSB and the rest of Last Survivor here have to bow down to a Secret, which gives them Moss Goku on that side. That gives a lot of information for Team Last Survivor, but how will they approach it without their captain with among the frontliners here?
Looks like their captain will be watching them from another angle here, trying to give as much advice or as much direction as he can as a captain. At least he will have a clear mind as compared to being pressured to being in part of the tournament as well. So that could be a silver lining or a blessing in disguise. We need to see how this goes for the side of Last Survivor. They are good at rotating into the final few circles, so let's see if they can repeat that again. Now, moving over to the side of Geek Fam, we do see here that Geek Fam, they do have a nice compound for themselves. They are in the circle as well. They are just looking it out just to see if anyone's coming near. But, well, we can see on the minimap that no big challenges coming up to the side of Geek Fam from any angle for now.
The Unbeatables, now the one that really beaten things up quite a lot here. They are not doing well in this grand finals, while ESG, one of the teams that have a lot of kill volume aside from that, actually kind of engaged to another team. There's Bigatron here around Travnova, if I'm not mistaken, hovering around, making sure that they can actually relocate themselves. Somebody already pressuring them on Boyka. Last tick of health, and one more bullet can knock him down. Luckily, the data fast enough to get away from the Last Survivor, have to just land themselves inside of Beauty, who not one that for Last Survivor Ichong there. And this is another call for Team Secret. Will they advance? Will they try to finish off? They do know their captain already been taken down here. There's now down to 2 men left. They will flush things out. Team Secret, no more wasting time here. Ichong will be the sacrificial lamb knight because NSP is nowhere to be seen, as well as Zix.
They did not rotate far enough here, and just look at this. Yuhai will finish it off, but okay, there you go. Easy finishing off by Yuhai there. They didn't seem to okay, we rotate far away from here. They are still close by where Moss Goku died earlier, and that gives an easy signal to Team Secrets. Obviously they don't have that many people. They are on 3 at least, and they take advantage of it.
But did you see how the loot was just outside of the building just now? I think they were trying to exchange their items with Ichong, giving him healing utilities on that, and they got caught in between there. They were trying to give the supportive items towards the one that being knocked down, but it's a little bit too late there. That's unfortunate for Last Survivor, but Team Secret got himself extra 2 points and closing the gap. No, actually furthering away that gap from Yudu Gang.
Yeah, okay, that was probably what they were doing, but well, they had to do it really close with Team Secret, and they had to pay the price for it after that. So, Well, not so good for that. But ladies and gentlemen, in case you missed the action today, again, where were you? Okay, so match one today in San Ho, Yudugang got the chicken dinner. Match two, it was Last Survivor, and the previous match three, Bigatron in Miramar. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Just a refresher for all of you who got the previous chicken dinner in today. And now moving on to Bigatron, they have visitors on the outside, but the visitors are not going to knock on their door for now. While Bigatron, they could play this a little bit safely, but okay, or they could play this offensively because they're taking out their vehicles onto the side of their visitors.
And Brotherhood, also one of the top contenders, will be knocked down here. Bigatron really want to go for the kills here. If they get more this time, they will secure themselves by top 3. A tight climb over that wall, but at the same time, kind of take a lot of damage output from the side of Boyka with G360 hammering down that brother in every way possible. Hydra coming up from the other side of the map that kind of Command and Conquer were playing around. Bigatron this time having the momentum on their side, doing this great, and they wipe the whole team, give themselves extra 4 points there with Team No Recall. They are performing very well when it comes to day one, but they've fallen off the chart slowly. They need a couple of more than just one chicken dinner here to make sure they got at the top 3.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They could use at least 2 chicken dinners as of now, but looks like so far so good for them. They are still 4 team members intact. They have a compound. They are in the circle, so they are still okay for now. But looking at this, Bapa are as well. They need the chicken dinners. They are in the middle of the circle here. Bapa are. They need the chicken dinners because they need to show that yes, we are still around, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget about us. So now, just look at the northern side, Yudu Gang as well as EVOS. They need to rotate in the circle. The rest of the other teams, they are already in the circle.
Speaking of which, Baba An lost one man. Trix, the captain itself, already back in the lobby, while the rest of them will have to fight Team No Recall, who will crash into their compound and making sure they mark a new territory there as well. You, the gang, on the other hand, hopping from one vicinity into one more building here, getting their loots on. Bigatron is one of the most aggressive team with most kills there. 4 kills in total, wiping out one team just now. While Jenny with that sniper rifle will bring around Expert MY again, Papa against Expert MY for another round here. We're talking about one more team behind them, Gig Fam, and there's also one more, if I'm not mistaken, there's none of the team No Recall. So overexpose themselves with that shot will actually dig themselves a big grave. While Jumper still managed to land a couple of shots here, but so much for himself. There's still VIP Kuza on that side, so he has to cover so many angles with the help of his team. Maybe they will slowly try to get the kills over Evil's VIP.
Yeah, Yudu Gang earlier they didn't do well at all in the Miramar map. So hopefully a change of weather here from that hot map now in the cold map, it could change their luck as well. And now Kuza looks like he got the knockdown to Manparang. Manparang now needs help. Drax will try to move in and give cover fire. Kuza, so he's been knocked down on the other side. So 2 captains have been knocked down for now. Drax tossing out the grenade on the side of Kuza. Will we connect there? We will see really shortly. And now while we wait that Drax do pop out another smoke, and while he tried to sense out where the rest of team members of EVOS VIP are before he decides whether he want to make the pursuit or not.
Drax already spraying over that smoke just now, making sure everything is covered for his side. We have the IG Razor right in front of him, getting one kill at that. Kuza cannot reach the rest of the team for hoping of revival. You do Gang seems like they have this one fight in their hands. They're having the terrain to work with this kind of sloping hill, while Jumper climbing over that stone structure, and Fredo getting from the other side here. Heikel will actually be the next victim for him, or he will be the reverse there. Yudu Gang going for the fight there, already make an entrance there. Drax going in as the initiator, while the rest of the Evil VIP is staying where they are. Heikel knocked down first. Drax will finish it off straight away with not wasting any much more time, while the other 2 Evils VIP seems like they were bailing this one out again, letting their friends be the sacrificial for the greater good for the team here. Yudu Gang
Yeah, no
wins
choice.
2-0. Yep. No choice at all.
Yeah,
They cannot lose more, man.
Yeah, no choice for them. What they are still outside, way outside of the circle. So Well, it's going to be really tough for EVOS VIP from now on with two team members, and they need to get in the circle, and the circle is really, really far away from them. They could bump into Yudu Gang again, so it's not something that they want to do. So hopefully they can change a little bit of their rotation plans. Now, last survivor, two team members that we can see here, Ziggs as well as NSP, they are in the circle for now. We are down to top 15 teams. Team Secret, they are close by though, so hopefully it won't be a repeat second round, Team Secret versus last survivor. Hopefully they can stay calm, stay chill, and not reveal themselves.
But at the same time, they are moving in the same directions. Hence, they're gonna bump into each other very, very soon again. It will be a round two, but before that, we have to wait and see. Will a 10% coming in? Expert MY kind of in the same vicinity, but it's a little bit far off. But we can see around the corner there, we do see their tag names. We're looking at still a lot of teams there. First team out just now, kind of too soon if you ask me. Already bumped into the third phase. We're gonna jump into the fourth very, very soon. When it comes to the fourth, the kill field will go crazy like usual because that's a great migration happens. And when it happens, like it or not, you have to say hello to your other side of the hop there. Danny here tapped by Nana Damn Rude. Being the root like he always does, and it kind of
Oh,
missed him a lot. But Jenny knocked down straight away while Stick trying to revive him. Hopefully they have some covers here. Bart is also kind of separated from them. The bot is still proning on the floor, on the ground, while Jenny will be revived by Six so far. That tap will explode that vehicle very, very soon. But Damn making sure they don't have any mobility for the side of Papa R.
yeah, damn rude there. Absolutely rude because Jenny doesn't know that he's there. But those taps from damn rude, that's the damn rude that we really miss. Those taps that just that evilness from damn rude. We really missed him from week one, I'd say. I'm sure Geek Fam misses him as well. And now moving over to the next couple of teams here. Expert MY, FV, Unbeatable, Axis, and PX as well. Papa, they are in the same area though. But good thing is that they are still in the circle. Now, Dylan, he's been spotted out by Papa R, so he will need to be careful there. Bandages will be applied. His helmet is clipped a little bit there though, so he cannot stay out there too long. Now, Romeo is just moving the vehicles. Could this be an escape plan for Expert MY?
Expert MY, one of the teams that kind of underdog, but at the same time, they will surprise you any way they can. Look at that taps coming out from Expert again, trying to get the taps on, and really next so far. Reverse again, and it seems like Bapa are really in a turmoil sticky situation. It's so hard to get out from there. Time by time, there's always some other teams try to contest them, making sure they don't have time to replenish and reset themselves.
Yeah, it's tough for these couple of teams, right? So now yet again, they are just getting into the circle as we can see there, but they may face off with Geek Fam, who is still waiting here, not making that rotation yet. And now 25 seconds before the circle closes in. Geek Fam, we can see it, they're still holding on to the compound. They do have vehicles, they can make a go for it, but Yudugang, they don't have any vehicles. So in case the circle ends up in an open area, they don't have vehicles to make barricades of. So it's going to be a bit tricky for you again. So they are hoping for maybe a little bit of compound that they can secure. If not, good enough vegetation that they can play around with because they don't have those vehicles. Now, EVOS VIP again, they're shown themselves on the side of you again. Jumper have eyes on the two members of EVOS VIP. Very good now. He's in trouble. He'll be knocked down by Jumper. Only one more left. And Jazz, will you be able to save your teammates? It's going to be tough here, but Razor maybe finish off here. Jumper continues on the pursuit on the side of EVOS VIP. And now Jazz is half-life. Razor is out, and Jazz is between the smoke. It's going to be tough for this guy.
Well, looking at you again, they want to clutch one more chicken dinner. Evil's VIP always in a tough spot. There's so many teams sandwiching them. Gig Fam again trying to claw it up against Yudu Gang. We're talking about Yudu Gang when it comes to get themselves that position. They know how the terrain works. They know which one is the higher and lower ground, and they're making sure they got themselves there first from the rest of the teams. They are contesting for that same spot here. Jazz have no other teammates left. Only Solo going all the way here. None other than himself. One mad kit, 8 bandages, and that's it. No booster, whatever. He's just trying to buy more time. At the same time, he needs to replace that vast, almost shredded all the way. Already in phase 4, this circle is not that forgiving, but still tanky enough for him. While Drag is still hovering around the same angle, not letting Jazz off the hook yet.
Yeah, Drags now they at least they have the luxury of the circle, so they can still give a lot of pressure towards Jazz. They know that there's at least one more team member for Keyboards VIP they need to find out. Now on the other side, Jumper makes the first attempt on the side of Geek Fam, and now Geek Fam definitely knows someone is on the other side of their angle. And now just look at this. Bapa, they are still in the middle of the circle. I hope they got that. They made good use of the airdrop, which is really close for them because now the teams are starting to get really near. If you want to go for the airdrop at this time, it's going to be a bit tough. So hopefully they got that earlier.
Kind of true, but airdrop sometimes. If you get yourself caught in between there's no way out because usually it's so rare to see an airdrop drop where there's another structure for you to take cover on. Usually the airdrop will drop somewhere where the only cover you have is the airdrop itself. But Ziggs there, straight away being bombardment. He tried to get himself a last survivor, playing it very quiet and just making sure they're not butting into anybody's business. But apparently they're kind of walking into another person's territory. ESG will take up the fight against them, and Ziggs has no way out with that Molotov burning. At the same time, off that smoke, but they know it means that Ziggs is there. Bravo spraying with a micro Uzi at a very mid-range distance there, and that's another explosion, getting sure that they will pop that Daisy, and now it's down to NSP. Only Sane finished the job just now, taking the kill still away from ESG hands in the last minute. But here goes, we go in the 5th place. Everybody trying to get the kills in their hands here. The kill fit going crazy again. Unstoppable kills from most of this team. Bigatron getting one kill after another.
Oh, NSP now, the last of the last survivor. Can he pull it on inside? It's gonna be super, super, super tough. Just look at the number of teams that he need to fend off just to get into the circle. Let's not even talk about the 6th circle, right? Or getting into the 6th circle. Getting into this one, it's going to be super tough for him. Okay, let's see here now. What's he going to do? So he drives the vehicle out through the smokes, hoping that the shots do not connect to it. But now we move over to Team No Recall. They are busy themselves. They do have Tara just in front of them. They need to do this gatekeeping right now. Team No Recall, they don't have Simbi with them, so they have 3 team members to play with. Team Secret, they are in the circle though, but they have visitors coming in right in front of them. Now, of course, Team Secret, we can see here from the other side that they do have Team No Recall as well to deal with. And now the circle looks like this one will favor Expert MY. Geek Fam is just outside ESG. Couple of members inside there. Bapa need to make their way into the circle, but it could probably be a free path because right in front of them, there's nobody. Another airdrop is in the circle, just landed.
Simon Factory right at the outskirts of it will be the next circle next, which now Tara tried to go, but it seems like did not enter them, and some is spraying with that micro Uzi, and that will be the end of it. But Tara only have Muffin left. I don't think he can actually survive this one, but he managed to just heal in the last minute. At the same time, Tino Recall is not budging. They know they're more from coming up from Tara at this angle. They're not looking away, so he has to buy more time. Muffin, only 3 medkits left. Can he survive this? And the ticks of the HP is real. 35 more seconds. He'll be forced to actually reset himself. The 8 kit won't last. We're down to 2. He knows himself. He need to walk. He need to run at this point because there's not much time left, and the blue is kind of far. Stewart kind of spotted him out, but Melvin needs to heal. I think Stewart kind of sees what's coming up here, and that's the rest of Tara finish off on 11th place. Down to top 10 teams in the 6th place, which we're going to migrate into a shrinking of the circle. 3 more seconds, 2 seconds. There you go, 1 and a DBS in the 5th airdrop of all the things that you can offer.
Yeah, but there's a big medkit there that I saw, but well, now moving over to Geek Fam, they have a lot of incoming on their side. Bapa as well as Expert MY, they are just across them, trying to get into the circle though. And now Geek Fam, they're just playing by the edge of the circle. Behind them is still Bapa. And now Damru looks like he has been taking lots and lots of damage here. He has still the Micro Uzi, the most popular weapon in this tournament so far. And now QB will try to give that back up. Fredo will start to move in here, but Fredo may bump into Team Secret just in front of them. But Fredo looks like he's stopped down in a position that's not so good. He's been knocked down there. And now Fredo is in trouble. Voodoo Gang need lots and lots of help. Fredo needs help. Stewart have been taken out by Damu and Geek Fam. They are just gatekeeping this like the immigration they are.
And then Root with a lot of structure and walls to play with, but they are at the rim of stuff. Never try to tap this one out. Expert MY try to get more kills that ESG have to make a move as well. And they also have to pick a fight against Dingus for Expert MY. And currently Lord pinning down a lot of clutches there. Papa are still taking down on YouTube. While Bigatron Boyka finished off by the Blazon just now, down to 19 there. 18 just going fast, very, very fast. Oh, the kill pick going crazy. Gig Fam happens to have their game this time. Damn rude. We saw a couple of kill feeds on their side here, and they are getting more kills by the time keeps on sticking. 6 kills on this side of Gig Fam, and Playzone kind of clutching this one now. Looking at how Bigatron, the one who been always finished off by Playzone here. Most of the team are playing quite far from the circle.
Oh, yes, we can see here now, Team No Recall as well as Bapa are the two teams in the circle at this point. The rest of them, they need to make their migrations. Bapa looks like they have 3 team members, while Insomnus is the sole team member for Team No Recall. So that will be a big, big challenge for him. Now, looking over Team Secret, they do have 4 team members still. So this is actually good news for Team Secret, although they still need to make their way into the circle while fending off people on their flanks. So this will be a big, big challenge still for Team Secret.
All 4 men, they will have also fight taken up as PSG exiting while he's just there as well. While Gatekeep is not on Team No Recall, only 1 man, if I'm not mistaken, on the outside there. You're looking at Tab Smart, so he changed his rifle again. PSG the one being sandwiched by so many teams at the front and at the back. There's no way out for them except for that particular building they're having covers with. While 6 here, slowly creeping in, lurking with that nade, tossing over to Expert and wide chip it a little bit on Romeo, force him hop off that vehicle just now. The moment he did that, ESG Bravo takes away the kill right in front of them, and Romeo will be finished off. Bapa, no clue where the shot's coming out from. That's kind of a wild shot coming from. There's also Team Secret around here contending with the rest of the team, forcing themselves into that corner of a circle. Martoy talking that smoke. Well, I shot just ramping into that scenery too. Gigfam only have 2 men left, while Insomnia's kind of stuck in that jungle of trees.
Yeah. Well, at least lots of trees here though. So who takes advantage of the trees? It will be to their, well, they'll be in a good position. But then again, it's not going to be easy for any of these teams really, because taking those trees also mean that lots of flat land they need to go through. Let's cover except those trees. Vegetation is not much in this area, so let's see how these teams spend on. Now, Yuhai looks like he will front the line for Team Secret. He is just behind the smoke. Will he be able to flip off? He has his super land. Now, everything around by Yuhai. Yuhai now getting his second kill. Yuhai is just going madness at this point. He will play this again and again, just like the mad boy he is. And now he will try and flip off anyone else that he can find. They are closest into the circle though, but the other teams, well, not going to be good news for them if they need to fend off Yuhai to get into the circle.
It seems like Expert and Y got caught in another sandwich situation. We're talking about cram between Bapa R and also this Gig Fam across the map. The Team Secret on this side trying to make sure they put a lot of pressure for Montoy. Keep on spraying on this side and tapping every single person possible. Just gonna let that crosshair on top of somebody's head, which is gonna be Bapa R next. While Ice Shots on the other hand will toss probably a smoke and maybe chuck a couple of energy drink after this to make sure that he will advance for the rest of the team, being the fragger for now. But slowly but surely crawling in with a micro Uzi. No helmet though. That's a risky position he's at, because we do know Matoi is hovering his crosshair around this direction. Then the moment they pop their head without any helmet, you're gonna be straight knocked down.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that. Well, just look at this. 8 circle, 13 alive. That is a lot of people here we are talking about for this level of circle. Now, iShots prepare the grenade onto the side of Geek Fam and will toss it over. Lot have been taken out by the play zone. And look at this. iShots managed to get a knockdown onto 4-2-0. The Molly will be out from iShots next. He is in an open road though, so it's a big risky play by iShots to stay here a long time. Now, Blastoise is giving him his cover back up there, but Yuhai, he is just rampaging it. Managed to get another kill onto the side of Sane. And now iShots, oh, they are just bossing this at this moment for Team Secret. They do have the circle on their side, so it's now them against the rest of the world. We can see if they can actually fend this off. Jenny has 6 together with him, but 6 is really, really low. And now iShots just relocate his vehicle in front a little bit, but they are in the circle.
The rest of Vapa only have Jenny now. 6 is crawling towards Jenny, hoping for a revive there. Geek Fam got caught by Beauty. Will be another Team Secrets game here. We're talking about Geek Fam really low and depleted when it comes to utilities. They are knocked down there, and the rest of Geek Fam nowhere to be seen. Now down to Papa is another game of Team Secret. They will take away another chicken dinner, contending for most chicken dinner out there. 4 chicken dinners on their side. Oh man, that was a clean game coming from Team Secret all the way.
Oh man, absolutely clean game there because they had 4 team members. They went into the circle. They had the circle on their side. Clean game for Team Secret in this round. I don't think they lost any team members along the way, but it doesn't matter. They got their chicken dinner. They got tons of kills as well. They released Yuhai towards the end there. It was amazing play by Team Secret. Congratulations to Team Secret and Team Secret fans. Now they are shaking off their nerves because finally your team got your first chicken dinner today.
I think that's widening up the gap really kind of significant now when it comes to Yudu Gang. If you include that position points, 20 points. Before this, they already have 19 points in difference. 20 points additional to that, including the kills. I have a feeling that might be hitting minimum 30 points in gap there based on how Yudu Gang kind of got themselves not into the top 3. That's widening up the gap, which means, like you said before here, Cloud, can anybody snatch away that position from Yudu Gang?
Yeah, we need to see here because Yudu Gang, again, I don't think they did really well in this map. So it's going to be real tight, but it's possible. It's still mathematically possible as we have seen from the previous map. So it could happen. If that happens, Yudu Gang will be biting their nails now because, well, Team Secret fans, they are rejoicing, that's for sure. Now, this will definitely open up a gap, but how far is that gap? We still have 2 games though. How big can it be? It's still possible for Yudu Gang to catch up to Team Secret.
And that's kind of true. It's not even one game. As long as Team Secret got knocked out first, then even in one game they can catch up and bring down to the first place, swap the places there. But speaking of which, we're looking at very high consistency coming out from Team Secret, making sure they got at least one chicken dinner per day or twice now. They got themselves their 4th chicken dinner for the final day here. And even they didn't get their chicken dinner previously, they didn't actually got knocked out too soon. We're talking about maybe 1 or 2 games or 1 or 2 matches they did kind of in that position. But if you look at how they're consistently getting themselves at least top 5 all the way and even a high kill volume, it's just kind of hard to, shut them down for now.
Yeah, it's just so hard. They have been so consistent. They've been so consistent, especially today. So far today, the games that we are seeing Yudu Gang, we have not seen them like bow out really, really early on or really struggle. They were okay, even though they didn't get chicken dinners, they were okay. They got themselves like top 5, top 3 and so on. But so far, it's been so good for Team Secret. So 2 more games for them to hang on to this. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, for us to relive the moment, we will be jumping into the highlights. So don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss this because after this will be the standings.